guys, it's lovely ORILLO from BS Tom 11 and our video is all about the problem solving with patterns. And if you want to learn something, just keep on watching. Terms of sequence, an ordered list number such as 5, 14, 27, 44, 65 is what we call the sequence. A sequence is a function whose domain is the set of positive integers. It is also mean an ordered list of numbers. Each number in a sequence is called a term. We denote the term as follows. 5 is equal to a sub 1, 14 is equal to a sub 2, 27 is equal to a sub 3, 44 is equal to a sub 4, and 65 is equal to a sub 5. And as you can see guys, there's a 3 dots after ng number 65. So it means it is continuous. So for us to find out what is the next number in our sequence, we're just going to construct a difference table. So para makuha natin yung sagot natin sa first differences, isasubtract lang natin yung ating sequence. 14 minus 5 is equal to 9, 27 minus 14 is equal to 13, 44 minus 27 is equal to 17, 65 minus 44 is equal to 21. Hanggang sa makuha natin yung kanilang common difference, which is yung sagot natin sa second differences na 4. At para naman sa ating next step, ipag-a-add lang natin si 21 plus 4 para makuha natin si 25 at 65 plus 25 para makuha natin si 90, which is si 90 yung hinahanap na next number natin para sa ating sequence. Next example is what is the next term in the sequence 7, 16, 29, 46, and 67. So gagawin ulit natin yung kaninang ginawa natin. So yung first differences, 16 minus 7 is equal to 9. 29 minus 16 is equal to 13. 46 minus 29 is equal to 17. And 67 minus 46 is equal to 21. And hanggang sa nakuha natin yung kanilang common difference, which is yung second differences natin. So, ipag-add natin si 21 and 4 para maging 25 and 67 plus 25 para maging 92. Therefore, the next term in the sequence is 92. At para naman sa ating end-term formula for a sequence, we're just going to find the first 5 terms of the sequence given the end term. At gamit yung given ng end term, papalitan lang natin yung n ng kung anong hinahanap. Like for example, a sub 1 is equal to 3 times 1 squared plus 1 is equal to 3 times 1 plus 1 is equal to 4. A sub 2 is equal to 3 times 2 squared plus 2 is equal to 3 times 4 plus 2 is equal to 14. And a sub 3 is equal to 3 times 3 squared plus 3 is equal to 3 times 9 plus 3 is equal to 30. And a sub 4 is equal to 3 times 4 squared plus 4 is equal to 3 times 16 plus 4 is equal to 52. And a sub 5 is equal to 3 times 5 squared plus 5 is equal to 3 times 25 plus 5 is equal to 80. So, therefore, ang ating first 5 terms of the sequence given the n term 3n squared plus n ay 4, 14, 30, 52, and 80. So, ngayon naman, ang hinahanap naman dito is yung ating n term. Paano nga ba natin makita yung n term gamit yung given sequence na 4, 10, 16, 22, and 28? So, para makuha natin yung kanilang end term, tayo ay gagamit ng general rule. So, yung A1 is equal to 4 kasi yung 4 natin is yung ating A sub 1. And yung D, yung kanilang common difference. Pero paano nga ba natin makukuha yung kanilang common difference? So, ganito yan. Yung 4, 10, 16, 22, and 28, kung ano yung kanilang pagkakapareho. So, for example, 10 minus 4 is equal to 6. And 16 minus 10 is equal to 16. And ganun din sa 22 minus 16 is equal to 6 din. And 28 minus 22 is equal to 6. Kaya siya naging 6 kasi ayun yung kanilang common difference. And now, we're going to simplify. Gagamit tayo ng distributive property. Pagsasamahin natin si 6 and n para maging 6n. And 6 times negative 1 is equal to negative 6. And ikakopy lang din natin si 4 para maging 4 plus 6n minus 6. And combine similar terms. So, since si 6n, wala naman siyang kapareho na may n, so ikakopy lang natin siya. At si 4 plus negative 6 yung ating pagsasamahin. Kaya 4 plus negative 6 is equal to negative 2. Therefore, our end term of the sequence is equal to 6n minus 2. Assume the pattern shown by the square tile in the following figures continues. So, sa A sub 1, meron naman tayong 2 tiles. A sub 2, meron tayong 5 tiles. A sub 3, meron tayong 8 tiles. And A sub 4, meron naman tayong 11 tiles. So, the first problem is, what is the end term formula for the number of tiles in the end figure of the sequence? So, gaya ng kanina, gagamitin lang natin yung kanilang general rule. So, yung A sub 1 natin is 2, and yung kanilang common difference is 3, kasi yun yung kanilang pagkakapareho. So, copy lang ulit natin si 2, and gamit tayo ng distributive property kay 3 and n, pagsamahin natin. Tapos, 3 times negative 1 is equal to negative 3. Combine similar terms, so since wala ulit kapareho si n, kaya ikakopy lang natin si 3n. At ang pagsasamahin naman natin is si 2 plus negative 3. Kaya ang magiging sagot is 2 plus negative 3 is equal to negative 1. Therefore, ang ating sagot sa end term formula for the number of tiles in the end figure of the sequence is an is equal to 3n minus 1. And for our next problem, tiles are in the 8th figure of the sequence. So we're just going to use the 3n minus 1. So yung n natin is papalitan lang natin ng 8 kasi yung pang 8 figure yung hinahanap. So 3 times 8 is equal to 24 minus 1 is equal to 23. So our 8th figure of the sequence is 23. And for our third problem, which figures will consist of exactly 320 tiles? So, yung A sub n po natin is yun yung 320 kasi ayun yung hinahanap. So, itra-transpose natin para maging 3n is equal to 320 plus 1. 320 plus 1 is equal to 321. And 321 divided by 3n is equal to 107. So therefore, the answer to our number position in the given sequence is 107. The Fibonacci sequence is the series of numbers such that the next number is found by adding up the two numbers before it. And our formula would be f sub n is equal to f sub n minus 1 plus f sub n minus 2. F sub n is term number n, and f sub n minus 1 is the previous term n minus 1, and f sub n minus 2 is the term before that n minus 2. So I have here the example, the first 14 terms in our Fibonacci sequence. So we're going to use the formula and find out the answer. Sa ating formula, papalitan lang natin yung n ng 10 since yung pang 10th term yung hinahanap sa ating problem. So f sub 10 minus 1 is equal to f sub 9 plus f sub n minus 2 is equal to f sub 8. At kung titignan naman natin sa ating table, yung f sub 9 natin is 34 at yung ating f sub 8 is 21. So 34 plus 21 is equal to 55. Next, find the 13th term in the Fibonacci sequence. So same lang din yung parang sa ginawa natin kanina. Papalitan lang natin yung n natin ng 13 since yung pang 13th term yung hinahanap sa ating problem. So, f sub 13 minus 1 is equal to f sub 12 plus f sub 13 minus 2 is equal to f sub 11. At kung titignan ulit natin sa ating table, ang ating f sub 12 is 144 at ang ating f sub 11 is 89. So, 144 plus 89 is equal to 233. Next example is find the eighth term in the Fibonacci sequence. So, papalitan lang ulit natin yung n natin ng 8 since yung pang 8th term in the Fibonacci sequence yung hinahanap. So, f sub 8 minus 1 is equal to f sub 7 plus f sub 8 minus 2 is equal to f sub 6. Titingnan lang natin sa ating table yung ating f sub 7 and yung ating f sub 6. So, 13 plus 8 is equal to 21. Therefore, the eighth term in the Fibonacci sequence is 21. Next example is find the fifth term in the Fibonacci sequence. So, same lang ulit. So, papalitan lang natin yung n natin ng 5. So, f sub 5 minus 1 is equal to f sub 4 plus f sub 5 minus 2 is equal to f sub 3. At ang ating f sub 4 and f sub 3 sa ating table is 3 and 2. So, 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. Therefore, the fifth term in the Fibonacci sequence is 5. Properties of Fibonacci numbers. Determine whether the statement 3 times f sub n minus f sub n minus 2 is equal to f sub n plus 2 for n is greater than 3. So, we're going to look for the answer if the statement is true or not. Substitute muna natin sila para maging f sub n plus 2 is equal to 3 times f sub n minus f sub n minus 2. Next is papalitan lang natin yung n ng 3 since n is greater than 3 yung hinahanap sa ating statement. So, proceed. So, f sub 3 plus 2 is equal to f sub 5 is equal to f sub 3. So, yung f sub 3 natin is makikita lang natin siya dito sa graph. So, yung f sub 3 natin is 2. So, 3 times 2 is equal to 6. And yung f sub 1 natin is, titingnan lang ulit natin dito sa graph para maging 1 siya. So, 5 is equal to 6 minus 1 is equal to 5. Kaya magiging kalabasan is 5 is equal to 5. Therefore, the statement 3 times f sub n minus f sub n minus 2 equals to f sub n plus 2 for n is greater than 3 is true. Kasi 5 is greater than 3, kaya natin nasabi na ang ating statement ay true. Next, if n is even, then f sub n is odd number. So, titingnan natin kung tama ba yung statement na kung yung n natin is even at kung yung hinihinging statement sa f sub n is odd number. If n is 2, then f sub n is 1. So, kung i-check natin sa ating table, yung ating 2 and yung kanyang f sub n is 1. So, which is correct. If n is 4, then f sub n is 3, which is correct ulit because 1 and 3 is odd number. But, if n is 6, then f sub n is 8, which is wrong because 8, we all know that 8 is even number. Therefore, the statement if n is even, then f sub n is odd number is false. So that's it for our video for today. Again, I am Maria Lovely Orillo from BS Tom 11 and I hope you guys learned something. Bye-bye!